Hi everyone, welcome to Isabella Banks YouTube channel. It's Weezy here. Feels like it's been an age since I went live. Anyway, today we're diving into the latest royal ruckus. The British media have a bee in their bonnet. They're making so much noise about the fact that Kate Middleton is not wearing her engagement ring, and they are doing their best to run interference for her. Some of you might say, what's the big deal? After all, it's just an engagement ring, right? Well, that would be a sane response, actually, and I don't blame you for saying that. But if you've been following this royal story since Harry and Meghan split with the royal family, you would know that there's more to it. So, join me as we break it down. Join me as we break it down. So, guys, if you hear GB News, tell it. And I know, I said I wasn't going to be reporting any more of GB News' stories. However, this particular story happened to fall into my basket of notable stories by accident, and there are other corroborating stories. So let's just go with it. Bear with as we break it all down, okay? You will see the reason why we're talking about it in a second. As I was saying, GB News, probably in response to social media's commentary following Kate and William's last engagement, have jumped in to explain that Kate was probably not wearing her ring in that engagement because it could be undergoing cleaning or resizing. Guys, that's to tell you that they monitor social media, particularly Twitter. So, if you're not on Twitter and you don't mind social media, Twitter is the place to be if you are one of those who would like to advocate for Harry and Meghan. Anyway, going back to the story, can you notice the opinion given and the speculation? Because they don't want to say that they're getting their news hints or stories or tips from Twitter. Otherwise, it exposes them as being the ridiculous media that they are. Anyway, they say to everyone, don't panic. The ring must have gone for cleaning or resizing. Just look at the ridiculous story that we're talking about. I even feel bad for having to talk about it myself, but I don't even like talking about the rest of the royal family except what they're doing intersects with something connected to Harry and Meghan. And you might say, but Harry and Meghan and the royal family are all in the royal family. Well, yes, but at the same time, no, because there are the other royals and then there are the Sussexes. You know what I mean? So wherever what the royal family are doing intersects with what the Sussexes are doing, that's the junction you will meet me at. And it seems that we arrived at that point when we're talking about this issue of engagement ring. As I said, those who have been following the story know will probably be able to guess why I'm talking about this now before I even get to the point. And but talking about GB News, they are really working overtime for the royal family's PR wages. What? It seems there is no law they will not descend to. They don't even seem to have any standards about what they will talk about, what they will promote them for, and whether they would be taken seriously or whether what they're talking about will damage their own reputation as a news agency. No standards whatsoever, ever. I am entirely disgusted at the generation that we're living in, where people will be so hypocritical to the point that GB News is. But anyway, let's continue, shall we? People, the GB News are trying to say that the ring, there is no issue, there's no interpretation to be made because Kate is not wearing a ring. As I said to you guys before, any sane person would not think anything think too deeply into the fact that someone is not wearing the engagement ring. No, why would they? An engagement ring can come off a woman's finger for any multitude of reasons, not least because that ring in question is such an iconic ring. I don't think that ring will ever be sold out of the royal family unless the greatest of all calamities occurs, right? And that is the kind of rationale you expect to find in a sane society. However, we are living in alternate sane times, shall we put it that way? And for that reason, the Eagle Eye Sussex Squad Detective Agency said, nope, not true. Kate loved that engagement ring so much that she never took it off. She can definitely clean that ring by herself if she wanted to do so. Most people with very expensive rings tend to even clean their rings by themselves. And Kate has not even lost so much weight that it could go for resizing. So what gives? I mean, dug deep into the archives and found this photograph of when Kate went scuba diving. If you're looking at it from this distance, you wouldn't see it, but actually, she was wearing the ring under the sea. I wouldn't even think that that is a sensible thing to do. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Kate has never, before this period that people noticed that she has taken her ring off, taken that ring off. She has never taken it off. And the evidence is right before you. She, even when she was going under water, which I think that most people who are wearing perhaps expensive rings will want to take their jewelry off before they go scuba diving. But Kate never took this ring off. Just look at it. Look at her and the ring underwater. So then, of course, then you can understand why people will be asking the question that, of course, the ring being off actually tells a story that the royal family are desperate to keep under wraps, and which is that William and Kate appear to be at a dangerous crossroads in their marriage. And they said that the palace is desperate to keep it under wraps. With King Charles battling deadly cancer, the royals can't handle another major crisis. So I said, so what gives? What's the real story? What is the real story? Now, before we dive deeper into this madness, let me pause for a second. If you're new here and loving the way we break down stories, hit that subscribe button. Seriously, do it now so that you don't miss the new wave of information that is going to be flooding your way in the next couple of weeks, because we've got the polo, which is going to be released very soon. I'm going to be reviewing that. We have got the review of the spare written by Prince Harry coming up soon, and immediately after the review of Spare is concluded, we're going to be doing a Spare quiz championship. Have I told you guys about it? Don't worry, I'll tell you about it very soon. But for all those who want to be part of this excitement which is coming our way, please go ahead to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the notifications when we get up to all our shenanigans. All right. And for those who have been my loyal day ones, you know the drill. Like, share, and drop a comment. Okay? Like, share, and drop a comment. Anyway, as we continue this conversation, uh, the same media encouraging us to ignore speculation about Kate and William's marriage is quick to raise divorce rumors whenever Meghan's engagement ring is out of sight. Do you guys remember that outrageous article by all of the media that time when they were saying, this was in 2023, late 2023 when they were saying Prince William committed to finding Meghan Markle's missing engagement ring. Like what? The British media went as far as suggesting that Harry and Meghan are going to be splitting up simply because Meghan was photographed without her engagement ring. And it is this relentless scrutiny that fuels the rumors unfairly targeting Meghan while giving Kate a pass. I mean, look at, they even have GB News running interference for Kate. Look at this outrageous article headline talking about Meghan will inevitably dump Prince Harry, expert predicts. They literally, they literally project. Oh, someone says I am hearing double audio problems. Oh, okay. It's not happening on my end. Hold on a second. Let me go and close all the YouTube windows that are open on my system. Hold on. Just shut down all the windows. Okay, is it better now? I have closed everything. I have closed everything. Is it better now? Eh, okay, I've shut everything down though, so hopefully it is better now. Okay, and so the speculation about the health of the Sussex's marriage continues today with this kind of awful headline: Meghan Markle will inevitably dump Prince Harry. Perhaps they imagine that if they harass them enough, Harry and Meghan will split, all the while gaslighting the public into believing that this split is due to Meghan's social climbing nature. Whereas, funny enough, between the two people, that is Kate and Meghan, it is Kate who is the ultimate social climber. No skills to speak of, not willing to work for her own sustenance, relying on her marriage for stature and survival. Whereas Megan is willing to work hard, she has gone to school for it, she has used her skills, she has developed herself, she has built herself up to be a woman of substance, useful to society, and is not just a baby making machine. And yet, they want to call her a social climber. Anyway, they are the ones who are the worst hypocrites in the history of man, and that is why the battle against the media and their minions continues. Just have a look at the headlines in the UK today. Let me show you what the headlines are in the UK today. Hold on a second. When you put Harry and Meghan into Google, if you are in the UK, you will see what I'm talking about. All of the news. All of the news is about divorce speculations about Harry and Meghan. Hold on, let me show you this. Can you guys see that? Divorce rumors, Meghan and Harry. Divorce rumors, Harry and Meghan. Divorce rumors, Harry and Meghan. Divorce rumors, Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan huge blow amid split rumors with Beckham's now involved. Meghan demanded all the smear campaign unfortunately continues. Let me go back just a second. Oops. The speculation about the health of the Sussexes' marriage continues regardless And it is just so unfortunate that it continues up till today. Let me just get back to where I was. Right. So, um, the media's obsession with royal drama, especially around Harry and Meghan, it just highlights the double standard which continues. I love the fact that Harry and Meghan are completely silent. And of course, you know that when Harry and Meghan are completely silent, it means they're cooking, they're working behind the scenes, they've got their own lives, they are actually living the fullness of the word called privacy, because privacy gives you the opportunity to share what you want, when you want, and how you want. So that's exactly what they're doing. They don't need to be in the public eye 24/7. And I think the royal family, especially Kate and William, have done themselves a disservice by believing that they need to be in front of the public eye 24/7. It's either they don't understand their obligations, or the blackmail that they're under with the media is what is keeping them front and center, making them feel like they need to perform before the public eye, because their legal obligations to state and country does not even require them to be to do anything, to lift a finger. The agreement with the government just gives them the right to earn the money that they earn, however much it is that they have, the percentage that they agreed, without having to do anything. They just do the bits that they do because they need to maintain a good relationship with the government. That is why you see William, I think, at the point where he realized that legally they're not required to do anything, he's like, why do I even have to pretend to do anything? My life is hard enough having to perform for the media. Why do I have to do anything that I don't really want to do? I think when he also understood the percentage sharing arrangement that the government and the royal family has, then he was like, so it's not taxpayers' money. And they're like, no. Oh, okay, then. So why do I need to share my tax information with the public? Exactly. Anyway, so the media's obsession with royal drama, especially around Harry and Meghan, it just highlights the double standard. And they seem really, they don't even know what to do with themselves at this point, because they would love to be able to get at Harry, but they can't get at him because now they need his permission to write certain things about him, and they know that they are the last people on earth. They know that they are the last people on earth that Harry will ever share his information with. And so they have to wait with the rest of the world until Harry is ready to share any information. But we've got the Polo documentary coming up fairly soon. So I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that. Can you hear me? So, guys, I have a question for you. In your view, is the absence of Kate's engagement ring actually newsworthy? Or do you think it's just another distraction? Let me know. I'm looking at the comments to see. I'm looking at the comments to see. I'm looking at the comments to see. Uh, Looking at the comments. Do you think that the absence of Kate's engagement ring is actually newsworthy, or is it just another distraction? Just let me know what you think in the chat. And what would the distraction be this time? I think I'm going to do a video on that. I think maybe tomorrow. That Kate is not going to South Africa for with William for the next edition of the Headshot Prize ceremony. Last year, I think it was in Singapore, and they gave an excuse. Oh, she's staying behind because she has to be there for Georgie's exams, even though there weren't any exams. Well, this time around, they're announcing well ahead of time she is not going to be going to Singapore with William. I will do that video tomorrow and we'll have a conversation. Um, but it just seems like we're waiting for one of them to blink. Who is going to blink first and tell us exactly what is going on? I think it's on your end, Lorna, because I don't have anything else open. Let me see. Check. I think it's. Hey, Cynthia, it's been an age. We are going to be having a super quiz, a quiz championship very soon on Spare. After we've done the Spare reviews, I know you like the quizzes, so stay tuned. Stay tuned so that you can be part of the quiz championship. Reba says UK media is terrified of Haz's lawsuits and are trying every lie in the book to provoke him. Who cares about Will and Kate? Boring. I had to pull over. Me too, honestly. I really, really don't care about them. But anytime anything they're doing intersects with what the Sussexes have been accused of or are doing, then I will talk about it. I didn't even realize, to be honest, when this whole storyline that I am discussing with you this evening, I didn't even realize that it emanated for GB News until I was deep into the fact finding from the story. Um, as soon as I realized that it was GB News, I was just like, oh no. But when I looked around, they weren't the only ones talking about it. So I thought, okay, that's fine. I won't bin it. Let's still give it a chat. Let's still give it a chat. But I feel like they're using this whole Harry and Meghan split story or potentially splitting story to distract attention away from the fact that Kate is not going to Singapore. Oh, not Singapore, South Africa. I think that's where the next edition of the Headshot Prize is going to be held. That Kate is not going there with him, whereas she has always ever been every place with him. I think it's the new tradition of the royal family is that the spouses don't necessarily have to go any place, every place with them. So they are saying, if they are saying that William can go to Singapore, I said Singapore again. If they are saying that William can go to South Africa for the Airshot Prize without Kate, and that doesn't mean that they are separating. So why does Harry doing solo engagements mean that he's splitting with Meghan? Someone, please tell me. Someone, please tell me. Oh, Weezy, it's my end. I just plugged my mic into my phone and I'm following on my laptop. Oh, okay. That's good to know because I was beginning to worry, like, oh, I don't have any other window open. Okay. Cynthia says, off topic, my book has been published by Cambridge Scholars Publishing. Really? Really? Okay. What is your book about? Do you want to come and talk to us about it? Do you think it's something that we would be interested in? Give us the details. Or do you want to give us the details? Do you want to send me an email? Send me an email so that we help you promote it. How about that? Send me an email so we help you promote it. Congratulations! Huge congratulations! Huge congratulations. Anyway, for our task for Activism Tuesday, I thought it would be a great idea if I showed you something that happens on Twitter. Sorry, for those people who are not on Twitter, I don't know. Um, I understand why you don't want to be. I don't understand why you don't. I understand why you don't want any social media. But the thing is that the battles that we're fighting is mainly being done online. So I think you can give moral support to those people who are doing the online battles so you don't feel left out. There is a link at the top of the chat. That link will take you to this tweet on Twitter. What is it all about? Okay, let us lend our support to this Twitter user. Her name is Love Lola. She is a squaddy. What she does is that she calls out the sponsors of the hate channels who have Twitter handles on Twitter. And you know that that's one of the ways to get your business cancelled is when people call you out on Twitter. So what she does is that she goes onto the hate channels, she makes a list of all their sponsors and she calls them out painstakingly and one by one on Twitter. So this tweet, the image that you're seeing on the screen right now, is an example of one of the sponsors she has called out. She says, "Hi, at My Heritage, Paula M has stated you are a paid sponsor of her pregnancy conspiracy theory video that Prince Harry and Meghan used a doll to fake Archie's first appearance. Additionally, there are some clips from other videos to give you an idea of the content you are sponsoring." These things are more effective when the squad gets behind this person. I think it's a really good thing. Of course, as you can see, I have already loved the tweet, I have reposted, and I left a comment on there. And you guys might be thinking that it's just a like, it's just a repost, it's just a comment. That is the currency of the modern age on social media. The um the brand sponsors, they really take these things very important. They really take them seriously. So if you have got a Twitter account and you're on here, please go to the top of the chat. The link to this exact tweet is at the top of the chat. Click it, go there, like the tweet. Let's get the likes on the tweet to, we've got about 177 people on the live stream. If we can get it up to 500 and get the reposts up to 200 and the comments up to 100, then we are actually doing something that will, because if they don't have brand sponsors anymore, then it becomes less profitable for these hate channels to produce these videos, and gradually we starve them of their sustenance, and they will eventually stop because it is not profitable for them to do it anymore. So I don't know what you guys think, but I have already done it with my real account and my burner account. I have liked, I have reposted, and I have left a comment. Right. All right. So don't you can go ahead to do that while we're on here. Because while you're doing that, I am just going to be going through the chat, and this liking the tweets, reposting, and leaving, even if you just leave an emoji in the comment of this tweet, it's only going to take you less than 3 minutes to do. Please go ahead and do it if you can. This is the least that we're able to do. All right. While you're doing that, I'm just going to be going through the comments. Okay. Barbara Long says, hello, everyone. If you remember, this is what Meghan told about her engagement ring when William asked where her engagement ring was because he was concerned. Exactly. I don't even know the reason why he felt he needed to be concerned about her engagement ring. He should have been more concerned about his wife's engagement ring, but okay. You'd think that Willie would remember that what his father did to his mother and not let history repeat itself. I think he's more concerned about himself and his own standing, which is quite unfortunate. So if we run a story on X that Kate slept upside down like a bat, they would answer us. Seems like that is the reality. Seems like that is the reality. Mm. They are going crazy without Meghan and Harry. The UK media are so worried about Meghan and Harry. They don't have anyone to write about, and so they are desperate, scrapping for anything they can write about, scrambling for anything they can write about them. This, and even William shamelessly clout chase on Harry and Meghan's name when he was talking about homelessness. I'm going to even talk about that, I think, in the coming days soon. Cinderella says, I would never wear a ring like that scuba diving. Neither would I. Like, I wouldn't even be able to think about it. But hey, this is the reason why when people are saying that the ring has gone for cleaning or it has gone for resizing, a lot of people are saying no, it hasn't gone for resizing, it hasn't gone for cleaning. William has taken the ring back because obviously Kate cannot bear to have that ring off her finger. She cannot bear to have the ring off her finger so bad that she wouldn't even take the ring off if she was going scuba diving. Yeah, Cinderella says, has there been any Rose sightings lately? Not Rose Hanbury, but there have been discussions about another Rose who was the love of William's life. Have you guys heard that story? That I think his first girlfriend's name was Rose Fakar or something like that. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it properly, but he seems to have a thing for rose bushes anyway. Cinderella, my inner circle has changed over my life as my life has changed. What does that prove? Yep, exactly. As your life goes in a different direction, your friends change. It's just normal. Gwen Daniel, those idiots know William was trying to get rid of clueless Kate. Yep, yep. Kate was the social climber, not Meghan. Yep. And if you haven't already subscribed, please support my channel by subscribing. Honestly, I've been campaigning to get to 5,000 subscribers. But nobody's listening to me. I don't know why. Go ahead, subscribe. And we've got over 200 people here. Please hit the like button. It really does help to get my content seen. And leave an emoji, please, in the comment section if you don't have anything to say. And are you guys done with going to Twitter to click on the link? Can you let me know if you actually did click on the link? Can you give me a thumbs up in the comment section? Cynthia says, yep. Cynthia, you have been here. Oh, I didn't realize. If I had known you were here, I would have shouted you out. We do enjoy your company because you're such a lively person. All right. So Beverly says Prince Harry always wears his wedding ring, but I noticed Prince William does not wear his. Can anyone tell me why? Well, William said he doesn't like to wear a wedding ring, and he told Kate very early on in his marriage that he would not be wearing his wedding ring, and he has stuck with that ever since they got married. Yep. Yasmin says they want engagement with the Sussexes. They have nothing to write about, so they manufacture the divorce rumors in the hope that the Sussexes will go out to dinner so they can get pictures of them. I hope the Sussexes have a restaurant built in their home so they don't even have to go out to eat. Well, no, not really, but just joking. But, of course, we don't want them to get anything that the Sussexes don't want them to get, and that's the point. Hello, elegant pause. How are you? How are you? Do you know what? I really enjoy. I'm sure some people think. I'm sure those of you that I argue with in the comment section really think that I don't find it funny, but I actually enjoy your company. Actually enjoy the argument. So there are certain people that I see. I appreciate everyone's comments, likes, shares, and subscription, of course. But there are certain people that I love to engage every now and then because you teach me something as well. So elegant pose, love to see you. Cynthia says I was looking for Weezy's email address and completely missed what we're supposed to be doing. Click the top of the chat and you will find the link to this tweet on the screen. Just go there, like it, repost, share it, and leave an emoji in the comment section. This lady calls out all the sponsors. She actually takes the time, bless her, because she has to go there and watch the hate channels. And she watches them. She makes a list of all the sponsors that she finds on the Derangers channels, and she calls them out one by one on Twitter, and it's so effective because sometimes you have, and especially on this one as well, the My Heritage. Although they are not an AdSense sponsor, they are a separate kind of sponsor. They're just a separate brand sponsor who were paying for this video that Paula M created, but they respond and they cancel their contracts with them. So you see that the calling them out or this gentle activism that we do, it does work. Although it feels like it's not working because the situation remains ongoing. But if you think back to when this whole thing first started and how overwhelming it felt and where we are right now, you would see that the pressure is definitely less. And now that it's less, we don't have to give up just because it's not completely eradicated. We have to continue until it's all done. The more the trash repeat nonsense about Meghan, the more the fandom laughs these days. They are making themselves nuts. Yep, yep. Uh, okay, I'm just kind of sad and odd because I don't have Twitter, nor do I have TikTok. Just give us your moral support then. That's fine. uh, Joy said, when my weight fluctuated, I had to resize my ring several times. Well, how does that work? Because if you have a gold ring and you lose weight, so that means that the ring is cut to make smaller. What about when you put on weight and the ring needs to be made bigger? What happens then? Do you know what? To save themselves this kind of stress, I feel like these ladies, Meghan and Kate, actually should have replica rings in different sizes made, the cheap ones that just look like the original thing, so that when they lose weight, they just downsize, and when they put on weight, they just upsize. And then no one goes crazy because of the level of scrutiny that they're under. Uh, Elegant Paul says, can it be done for YouTube? I think for YouTube, you would need to. I don't know how you would do that for YouTube, because what this squaddy has done is that she called out the sponsor directly. She, or I don't know whether My Heritage has a YouTube channel. But that's a good question, actually. I will definitely take a moment to check before I do this exercise next time to see whether it can be done on YouTube. Okay, so it's not a long one this evening as usual. I just wanted to come in here and talk about it. It's distraction, and it's the next video I am going to be sharing is going to be on William going to South Africa alone, and then there's this whole brouhaha about Jeff Bezos. How many people have identified Jeff Bezos as an op? Because to me, that's exactly who he is. He's not just an op of he's not just an op of Harry and Meghan, but he's an op of Democrats as well. It seems like, because he's desperate not to endorse Kamala. And for all the American squaddies, I hope you are doing well. It's what's the countdown now? It's 8 days to go to the elections, right? My thoughts and prayers are with you. Please make sure that you take care of yourselves. As because I know how significant this election is for you guys. Oh dear. Would be nice if someone got lost in South Africa. Oh dear. Okay, so guys, that's it for me this evening. Thank you to my lovely moderator, Lorna and Julie. I don't think Julie's here this evening. But if she's not here, she'll most likely be here in the next video on Thursday. Might hear from me tomorrow on a mini video. But yeah, Julie has decided to join the team of moderators. So, guys, when she comes here, I'll let you know so you can welcome her on board. But for now, that's all I have. So until next time, this is Weezy signing out. So glad to be with you here. Bye. Good night.